Well, hi friends, I'm Brian Cosby. This is Provide and Protect, and today I want to share with you a 4-season vehicle kit so that you can always be prepared no matter where you are. You've got some basic stuff and supplies with you, not only to help you out, but maybe other people who are in need. So if you're out and about and you're driving around and you get into a situation, or you've come across someone that's in a difficult situation, whether it's a medical situation or their vehicle is stuck, or maybe you're stuck, or you need to deal with a dead battery, or all kinds of things that when you're out on the road and situations you're dealing with, these are the things that I like to bring with me. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. I'm going to try to drop some links for this stuff down below. But the first thing is some tire change, especially in a snowy, icy environment. You want to have some tire chains with you for your size tire. Also, windshield wiper scraper. Now I have to have there's an extended one for my truck because it's kind of tall to get up there onto the truck. Got some battery jumper cables right here. So definitely want to have some of those with you, just in case you want to help someone else out, or you've got a dead battery. Got this. These are kind of cool. Automobile escaper is what it's called. The idea is there are these traction pads basically that you put behind or in front of a tire. Your tires enable to give you some traction getting out of a difficult situation. Also, speaking of tires, you want to have a repair kit, tire repair kit. So if you get a puncture, these kits are pretty cheap, but they can be very life-saving, very valuable to have with you. I've got a tire pump, so want to pump up your tire, you can certainly do that. This is a manual pump. Sometimes if you have an electric pump, those can be very helpful if you've got power. But if you don't have power or something, then this is just fine, and it works pretty quickly as well. Also, you want to have a tire gauge. So this is a pretty good one. I like this one from Alien. Good, just tire gauge. I also have an electric tire gauge, a battery powered one, but again, your batteries might be down, so something like this is maybe a good way to go. A towing strap, so if you do need to tow someone out of a ditch or something, or you need to get towed out of a ditch, just having a tow strap with you. I've got some just for the property and using around here for trees and stuff, but having something like this in your vehicle might be really handy and life-saving. Also, I've got an axe with me. This is my favorite axe. This is the Grandsford Brooks small forest axe, and I love this. I take this around all over the place with me, but always have an axe with you. 'Cause not too long ago I was speaking at a camp, and a storm came up at the camp, and it was about an hour or a little over an hour from where I live, and all these trees were knocked down. And so I had to actually get out and use an axe to chop up a tree that was over the road. It took me a little while with a smaller axe, but I was able to get out, and that's the whole idea. You know, you could also use have a saw, some kind of folding saw. That might be a good way to go as well. And then I've got them in over here, but some like torches or flares, road flares. Those are pretty handy. They're pretty cheap as well. Maybe a good thing to have with you. Also, I did a review on this. This is just a little DeWalt chainsaw. This can make some quick work of some branches and trees and that kind of stuff, and getting out, especially, like I said, in icy conditions, and the ice is on the trees and all that kind of thing. So that might be a good way to go. I'll drop a link for that that review down below. Also, some kind of come-along. So if you don't have a winch on your vehicle, then having a come-along is really handy, because you can hook this, around a tree using a strap or something. Hook this to the front of the vehicle and pull someone out. This is a pretty heavy-duty one. 8,000 pounds. So, if you've got a bigger truck or something like that, that's going to be pushing it. But it'll certainly do a regular full-size truck like this. Then I've got some basic tools, screwdriver, kind of all kinds of just random tools that I keep in a little, I don't know, kind of kit like this. This just goes under the seat, and so I just had something like this. By the way, a lot of this stuff, I've got this bin in the back. I just throw most of it in there. Some stuff, like in a pickup truck, see, I've got these boards across. You can actually cinch down some stuff, like your extra gas can. So if you want to have an extra gas can, there's not too long ago I was in South Carolina, and there was this crazy weird run on gas. and I saw all these vehicles on the interstate lined up on the exit ramps trying to get off to get gas, and it would have been really handy for a lot of people if they had an extra can of gas with them. They wouldn't have to depend on that, the jacked up prices and all of that. One really cool thing I want to show you is this. It's by NOCO. I'll bring you in and see that. And this it's a little charger, battery charger. And so if you're by yourself and you don't have someone to jump you off, and you can't start your vehicle, this is a great way to go, because I mean, this little thing, I jump my excavator off with this thing. So it is powerful, and what it is you just charge this thing up and you plug this in right here, and then put those on the battery terminals right there, and you push a button and cranks up. You can turn the key in and it cranks up. So pretty nice little device. So again, I'll try to drop a link for some of this down below. I like to have a shovel. This is a folding shovel from Rhino USA. Nice little folding shovel in this case here. So it just folds out. Because sometimes you might need to dig something or cut something. It also has a kind of a serrated side to it. Might need to dig or cut something. So that might be a really handy thing to have. Also some gloves. These are my favorite gloves. I use these almost every day. Just mechanics wear gloves. So these are great to have with you. And then these three things over here. So this is a big medical kit from My Medic. They are sponsors of our channel. This is a high quality. These are not cheap. High quality medical gear. So this is life-saving. This is also going to have your scrapes and bumps and bruises and all that stuff in here as well, but life-saving, and it's for multiple people. It's an MFAC, so multiple people can use this. So if you have family or there's multiple people that are hurt or wounded, then having something like this might be a great way to go. And then in these two bags right here, this bag right here is fantastic little bags by Vertex. And the reason I like this is because it's a kind of a grab and go kind of bag, and I've got a review on it, but in this is life-saving, like true emergency. I've got I'm going to call it a blaster in here. So I've got a little blaster right here, so I can pull that out pretty quickly from the bag if I just need to grab this, and take care of a threat or a situation. And in here I've also got a smaller IFAC, as an individual first aid kit. And this is also for My Medic. This is fantastic. Now this is not going to be for your bumps and scrapes and bruises. This is going to be for life-saving. You've got 2 chest seals in here. You've got a pressure bandage in here. You've got a rat's tourniquet in here. I mean, if you really need to save a life, but this is a great little kit for this. Got a knife, got some extra magazines and stuff in here as well. So this is kind of like, not too long ago I was with my sons, and we were at a restaurant about to go in, and I noticed this kind of shady looking dude that was hanging out outside, and I was like, you know what, so I just grabbed this as I went into the restaurant with my boys, just in case, and just is small enough that I can kind of put it behind me, and if I can run, there's got the little belt clip around here as well, and I can just quickly swing this open and get this big tab down here, open that up, and be good to go. And the final thing I want to share with you is this. Now I've got a whole review on a bug out bag. That's what this is. But in the case of a vehicle, it'd be a get home bag probably. So if you need to get home, this has everything from flashlights to communications. So I got a great little kit in here from Tigrit Outdoors. It's a ham radio kit that's in here, and for just a true emergency. Or if you want to have some walkie-talkies or something like that, you can throw those in here as well. I don't have those in here, but I've got a fire starting kit in here. I've got food for 3 days in here. Water. I've got a life straw in here, so if I come across dirty water, I can get some clean water. So fire, water, food, shelter. I've got like a tarp and paracord in here if I need to make a shelter. I've got a thermal blanket, kind of like sleeping bag kind of thing in here. Extra poncho in here. I mean, all kinds of stuff in here to survive for a few days out in the woods and or wherever. But if you need to get home and everything, if there's an EMP grid down situation, you need to get home still, having a bag like this, just with all the miscellaneous stuff in here, is a great option. And I'll drop a link for this whole bag and what I put in here down below. And that's, again, in that video I was talking about being a bug out bag, but really for a vehicle it's a get home bag. But there's the same kind of stuff that I would have in either bag. So, but I liked having that option. So those are some of the stuff that I like to take with me. You're going to have some other normal stuff like umbrella and all that, but I'm talking about just stuff that can really help you get out of a situation or someone else, really help your family. Because the whole purpose is that we want to be providers and protectors, not only for ourselves and our families, but for others. And we want to stand in the gap and step up and be ready and be prepared for whatever situation we might be in. But anyway, I hope this has been helpful for you today. And if you've not already done so, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate you and your support. We'll see you in the next video.